Hi everyone. I was gonna go to sleep, but I'm gonna do something quick. Um, when I was in my teens, I had a really hard time with acne or pimples. I hated it. I really, 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 really hated it. But the problem is there was no real solution, especially if you're a teen and you're using either hairsprays, which can clog your pores, which, believe it or not, even when you're spraying up here, it's still coming down here. If you're using hairsprays and makeups and different things like that, it was really, really difficult to try to keep your face from having acne or pimples. When I got older, I didn't have them as much. They usually say it doesn't, but it was still there, and I didn't like it, but I had grown accepted to it, it's what it is. Well, my son had come home from school one day and he was just starting to hit puberty. He was probably like 8, and he really was starting to hit puberty. And he asked me what he could use. So I was sick and tired of the blackheads on my face. He did not like his skin or the pimples. He didn't like the comments that people were making. So I went on a quest. Now, mind you, when I was a kid, we were pretty poor, so what we had is what we had. What my mom could get us is what we could get. They came out with all the proactive skincares and all these other skincares that most people who are not rich cannot afford this stuff. But they still have the right to have good, clear skin cheap without paying out every direction, chopping off limbs. So I tried Noxemas. Um, Noxema for me, for moisturizers, it irritated my face. I didn't understand why, but it would be itchy. And as I started to get older, I started to have quite a few more allergies. I realized I was allergic to Vaseline. I had a really bad windburn on my face, like severe windburn on my face. And after I used Vaseline on it, because that's the first thing they say is put Vaseline on it so that it helps my face. I couldn't even see out my eyes. That's how big it had swollen my face. So Vaseline is not something I can use. So anything with any kind of petroleum products in it, I can't use. And I have severe allergies to certain things. Pond's cold cream was having allergies from it. So I went on this quest of defining different things like the Noxzema rub pads or Noxzema where you rub it and it scrubs your face, or the different kinds of scrubs, which did not seem to do much at all. Unless you were scrubbing your face at least 4 times a day, it was not doing very much. Unless you had the Noxzema pads with you constantly and then it just dried out your skin, and it really didn't get rid of the pimples at all either. I really had gotten to the point where it was like, I don't know what to do. I don't. We had tried so much with so much effort to help him to get something better for his own skin so that while he's doing what he's doing and going to school every day, he doesn't have to feel like he's being, like, oh no, someone's going to say something, someone's going to do something, I'm going to feel subconscious about it. I know, because I was there. So I had been through every single thing humanly possible, literally. All the shelves, all the stores, all the online stuff, home remedies stuff, none of this was working. And I stood there at the pharmacy one day and wasn't thinking of nothing. And they have these little things, of course, that they're selling. And I'm not really, I'm into natural things, but I was never really into like natural soaps. I was like, okay. So they had something sitting there. Now, mind you, it was $8. I'm like, I don't want to spend another 8. And then when I read the package, it said that using it within the first 2 weeks that you will see it get a little bit worse before it gets better. Now, that's kind of harsh. I didn't like to hear that, but my thought is after everything that we've been through and the way he feels, the way I felt, if it takes us 3 weeks to see if it's going to work or not, or a month, give it a month, do what you can. And so I purchased it for $8, and it lasts a very, very, very long time. Now, my face had, my skin is naturally soft, but you could always see the pores so badly. And it usually takes some really, really hardcore stuff purchased to, like palette that in so you don't see it. But I picked it up, and this is what it is. It's called Grandma's Acne Bar. This is for oily skin. Mine's actually dry, so I should have gotten dry, but this has thyme in it. Now, I pretty much got it for my son. I didn't realize how good it was, that it was gonna, work for me because all the blackheads I had. So I began using it, and within the first 2 weeks, I did notice that there was a few more than what should have been there. I really did. I did notice it, and it was annoying, but after 3 weeks to a month, it was like I had no pimples. They were gone. They were absolutely gone. And there was no black magic in it. This stuff, it's all pure and natural even. And I'm not like those people that you would think would be like hippie, like everything has to be pure and natural. No, it actually, and he even says, why is it so popular? Users don't believe it and they won't leave home without it. And it's true. You would not believe that this is something that could literally change the skin texture and pores of your face. And it's natural. There's no fake about it. There's no testing on a million animals. Sometimes the old remedies are better, but that was one of the most awesome things I'd ever run across. You can get them online. Amazon usually has it, and it's pretty good. I would seriously suggest, especially if you have bad acne and you just don't know what to do anymore before you start having the scarring pits and stuff like that. I would try it. I really would. I know what it did for me. I'm not going to say it's going to do it for everybody. I know what it did for my son. His face is really clear. He does not have pimples anymore. And he hasn't for years. He even stopped using it. I can go probably 3 weeks without using it and not have any problems. It's about the 4th week that I start to have a problem a little bit. But he's still doing fine. Let's see. I have recommended it to some family members that has acne. I don't know how well it did because they never really said. We haven't really talked since. But if you really want something that's really good for your skin, that's it. And it really does. Your skin does not feel bad. Your skin feels clean after. I've never had any allergy with it, any blotchiness, any skin issues. The only issues I've ever had with my face have to do with moisture, but that also has to do with my skin. My skin in general, from washing all the time, is so dry. In the winter, it is so dry in the house. Summer, it's dry in the house because outside with the moisture and my asthma doesn't sit well. My mom used to use, Pond's cold cream, which is something that you should take off makeup, but it also was used as a moisturizer. And everything that I looked for, it always had some kind of allergy attached to it. I did not like it, and I was not happy. I was not happy with this stuff that felt like it was oily or smudgy and just stuck to your skin. And I mean, it felt like it always just stuck there. It did not feel like it was absorbing. My eczemas on my hand, I have betamethasone. Betamethasone, something like that. It's definitely for asthma or eczemas. So all the eczemas and the itchy, like eczema I get on my hands works perfect. But it doesn't help when you're washing your hands all the time, especially now with everything that's going on. So I started wearing makeup lately. It's been a long time. So when I did, I wanted something that I could put on, especially after I take my makeup off, that my face doesn't still feel so dry. It needed something. I mean, when you just touched my forehead, it was like you could feel all of it it would flake off like the dead skin. And I did not like that. So I had found at a Dollar General, now I'm not saying the whole world has these, but you could probably order it. I was at a Dollar General and I was on my way to see my son. And I thought, you know what? I know I need something and I need it bad. I don't want something that's icky. So what I found was something that was, I guess you would call a non-branded name, but is called Studio Selections. Moisturizing moisturizing beauty lotion. Compare it to Olay. Active hydrating beauty fluid lotion. It's fast absorbing. Yes, it really is. Light moisture lasts all day and then some. It does. And it softens and smooths for radiant skin. I'm not gonna say I have radiant skin, but it does soften your face. It really does. But it also helps to um, keep your face so dry from all the big pores. And it is helping to really heal it. I noticed that. I noticed a lot of the dryness that caused like prickles, like cracks and blah, 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 everywhere. It really is helping, even like the little, it's helping. And I'd buy it again. And that's saying a lot because I would never buy anything twice normally. But this, and I mean, even my hands afterwards, they feel so nice. And you can see how soft they are after. And I've washed my hands how many times today? That's how soft it is. And it still is like that. I put nothing else on, no hand lotions, which I should, but I haven't. But yeah, I would buy this again in a heartbeat. It did not cost that much. It was one of the only moisturizers left, which was odd because I mean all the high-end ones were gone. And this was sitting there and I was like, and it wasn't that bad price-wise. So it's like, hmm, yeah, I'm getting that. I needed it. So yeah, I did. And I don't regret it. I've used it a few times, done great. So give it a try. God bless you guys. Bye. Oh, yeah. I'm having pauses on one leg.